Alright, this is a test. See if our streaming setup is working. If my co-commentators could let me know if the stream is actually picking up all of the proper audio.
Let's see.
This is also a test.
I hear Vince.
Okay.
Keep in mind that
seems
unless...
We have Discord, but we don't have game audio.
We don't have game audio.
Right?
Do we not? Do I have something playing other than? Do we not? Do I have something playing other than? Do we not? Let me see something.
Also, something is catching up in a mic, so you just have a giant,
It's Vince's.
endless chain.
Oh, it's mine. Let me mute my mic for a sec. There it is.
Are you hearing the music now from the game?
Okay, no. There's game audio. It's just super quiet.
Super quiet. Okay. Well, it's a very soft piano thing right now. Let me load the actual game. Okay. So this should be the actual audio from the game. For those of you just joining us, we apparently had some extreme technical difficulties last time involving sound, so we're being a little more cautious about that this time around. Your patience is acknowledged and accepted. And appreciated.
Okay. Yeah. From the sounds of it, the game audio needs turned up a little bit.
Game audio needs to
Like
be...
if I have the volume turned up high enough, I can reasonably hear the game audio. Anything you say blows it out.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
Yeah, that speaker is coming off from the side as opposed to the speakers I usually use for game audio, which is why it was causing the echo earlier.
Oh, that's not better.
Okay, much better there?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Adjusting my headset volume a little because I have like 4 different places where volume can be adjusted on my side.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
Okay.
now that that's out of the way, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, formally to Sound Goblin Gaming Saturday stream. I am, as always, your host, the Krampus.
I'm Shiv.
And I'm a time traveler from the future who is here to warn you that you should be tying most of these characters to a chair, ignoring the next plot arc, and just letting everything happen in the world.
So, last stream didn't happen, for all intents and purposes, because apparently we recorded no audio from it. Not the game audio, not our audio. You were treated to the silent movie of Chapter 5.
The worst way to experience Chapter 5.
The worst way to experience Chapter 5, because at the very least we were trying to offer color commentary. So,
Yes.
instead...
So to warn you in advance, this chapter is plot relevant enough and important enough to character development, etc., and is also a very weak part of the game.
Part of that weakness is personal bias, I'll freely admit, because it involves one of my most hated anime tropes.
Which trope this time?
It's a combination of the "you're so far below me, I don't even have to do anything in this fight" kind of thing. It's not a fight we actually, like, fight physically. We don't actually do a boss fight in the section that we played.
Yeah, it's not like Lawrence from last game where win or lose, Lawrence beats us somehow.
No, he just shows up and badmouths Agate for a good 45 minutes.
and is in of himself basically a pot calling the kettle black at best.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to remember where we saved this particular junction at. Yeah, so basically where we are at right now in the story, Lorenz, the former dude in the red mask from the first game, has a dragon now, and he just crashed that dragon into the Bose Market and caused a whole bunch of damage.
That did happen.
So Agate got super pissed off at this and decided to run out to Ravenue Village on his own. So Tita has now forced her way into the party, and I have done none of the equipping for her.
I'm sure she'll be fine for 0 quartz.
No, we actually had a moment in the last one where we're like, oh, we didn't equip her with anything.
Yeah. Thankfully, she's an easy one because she's basically her gun.
Yes.
Any spell she has is sheer coincidence of making her better with gun. Oh, that's right, we didn't buy it. Or did we buy the gun for her?
No, we didn't buy the
No,
gun
we didn't
for her,
buy the
but
gun.
we're right
That's right,
outside
that was
town.
zero.
We can just go in.
Yeah. Thankfully, we found this out before combat this time.
Here, little girl, have a gun.
Fine, she's had a gun for a long period of time.
I've built better. Oh no, my feelings are hurt.
Gee.
It's a perfectly safe gun. It's only deadly the things we fire it at.
Like a gun?
Save. Save over that, because that doesn't matter. Okay. So, now we've done that. Heading up West Coast Highway.
Fight random monsters.
Fighting random monsters. It's an important part of the bracer job. Besides, Agate ran off all on his lonesome. He's a trained bracer. He'll be fine. Buffs.
Certainly fine. You know, not like there's a giant dragon involved in this or anything.
That's never stopped Agate before. Literally,
in,
just...
in the technical sense that
Yes, he's never been stopped by a giant dragon.
Yes.
Factually correct.
Misleading. Factually correct.
Nicely done.
Ravenous Village. Alright, from here we need to start focusing on boxes again.
Yep.
Stop. None of these boxes.
Yeah, the first one is a straight line. You basically can't miss the box.
Well, that takes care of that.
Oh, holy cow.
Howdy, holy cow.
We were tracking down a dragon.
Yeah. We were tracking down a dragon last week,
Well, that
but
takes care of that.
unfortunately, no one can hear it yet.
Tracking down a dragon again.
Yes, everything is okay now. Why? Because we are here.
That has never made everything okay.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Is your quirk being negative?
I'm not positive on that.
We did it!
Okay. Chest. I remember that one.
I'd hope so.
As I recall, we got some really good chests in this section.
Yes, that's probably one of the more positive things about this section.
Good chest messages.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that takes care of that.
Okay.
Oh, are we done already?
Like, if you're gonna throw single enemies at me, you might as well just give me an auto fight button. Like, there was only one chest on that road, right?
To Ravenous Village?
Yeah. The Ravenous Trail map, specifically.
No, there's like 6, 7, 7? No, there's the north part. North
Yeah, I
part.
was gonna say that's the North Ravenous Trail is a separate
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the section you went through is just that one obvious chest.
And seeing this screen reminds me of the first thing we spent like 40 minutes complaining about. Well, like, they keep saying that like the town is ravaged.
Oh, right.
The town is
So-
not ravaged. The only thing that's been ravaged is 12 apple trees and y'all's tractor. Which, in rural Alabama, might be a crisis.
All these people
It's-
actually starved to death after spent.
There's apples all over the place. How?
They're ruined.
Also,
Those are filthy.
also
apples
they're a
touching the
brief
ground.
walk away from a town.
He didn't hit the stores
Sure.
over here where all the apples are being stored from the harvest.
Those are tainted too.
There's
With
a bunch
what,
of apple trees
septic
over on that other
radiation?
side of the fence, on the other side of the river. All the houses, which is, by the way, luxury housing by today's standards.
Yeah, like, these are pretty nice, like, rustic cottages.
Those are slums.
But yeah, all the houses are fine. And loaded with crap. Like, this is a very
Yeah, like,
poor
just bought their entire apple supply. They're all gonna die now.
They've got money, they
Actually,
can go
so-
buy more.
Lots of
Yeah,
money.
you send someone across town, just a regular person. They'll die the second they run into a monster.
Pay mercenaries. They show up all the time.
Do they?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, bracers are a fairly common thing in this world, and low-rank bracers can be thrown at pretty much anything. Make sure you pick up a Paradise Cooler, which cures all status ailments and heals 4,200. But yeah, like, the thing that we argued about for a good long while, or not really argued, but complained about, because we were both in kind of agreement on it, was, like, I get they're trying to abstract that they only have so much memory to show a village. So they give you the basic buildings, a few random houses, the mayor's place, and then...
I mean, no game does fully realize cities.
I know. And that was a point that we brought up last time, is they can't do a fully realized city without it being boring as shit, like you're running through one of the major cities of 14, which mostly consists of you hopping to fast travel checkpoints as quickly as you possibly can.
I mean, even
Yeah,
a major
'cause-
city in 14 isn't a fully realized city.
Yes,
No
No.
one has made
But-
a game where you spend 30
but
minutes.
even
walking
those
down
are
the
too
street where you
big
get
for
to a town.
a JRPG town.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, if they wanted to convey, we have a huge apple orchard and it's our lifeblood, give us a second screen that's just like 50 trees and like people working the fields. Make it so that there's a map the size of this map. Of this.
That's the part you can't see, though, because it's totally destroyed. The dragon destroyed that map.
Also, to get to the other thing that actually really works against this narrative is the fact that I don't know if we've discovered it yet, but Agate's house.
Oh no,
in
we'll
this
talk
area?
about Agate's house. We have not gotten into
Yeah.
Agate's house
Okay.
yet. Agate's house is a whole separate thing that we were incredulous about.
Yeah, but it does relate to this one. It's just the game does not do a very good job of relaying anything resembling destruction,
Yeah.
especially from a dragon.
So we
Where
actually
you have most of the houses intact.
yeah.
They just decide to burn the apple field out of petty spite.
Well, yeah.
Like, at the very least with the Bose market, there's a more immediate thing, because there were actually people inside of the market, and you saw, like, human life lost, and devastation, and something
And
more than they done burn my tractor.
Did we see human life lost? Because all I really saw was the dragon land on the roof.
Well,
and people
potentially.
Well, the aid of
The thing
the
is,
mayor
it is a
got
much-
crushed. She's in a
Yeah,
coma
also-
now.
Oh,
it is much more of a very direct, very obvious, I'm waving a dragon-shaped dick in your face. Ha 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 ha. Which is positive and negative, but at the very least it sends the message a lot more clear than I'm going to petally burn down these apple fields to be a dick with this dragon.
So this is how we actually progress the story, is talk to the elder here. Okay, before we go to the road, though, we have one thing to do. That's an optional conversation that we can have.
Yep.
By checking the grave up here. And yeah, that Misha being the name of Agate's sister makes it real fucking clear here what actually happened.
sister was devoured by a dragon.
Let's not go with that because that's not remotely what happened.
No.
That's why Agate hates the dragons.
Okay, so
No, he mostly ran off because it was a dangerous village.
yes, he mostly ran off because he's gone into berserker
other way.
mode over what happened.
Other
to
way.
Ragnar.
Yeah.
There's Byako's claws.
Wasn't out of here. Now it's gone.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Fire Septive. There's the one I remember from this one. You can read this, The Clowns of One.
Well, if you remembered, why'd you read it?
Huh?
If you remembered, why'd you read it this time? You let them win. Could have saved us from the violence.
Because I want that achievement. It's worth the price of defeat.
At what cost?
The cost of victory against the clowns. They were pretty clear about that.
Well, that takes care of that.
Whee. And this one had done. This one had something.
Dear ball. No.
No. This is pretty, like, upbeat and peppy flute music for, you know,
Hang on, right?
burnt to death village in the background. Right, well, repeat an earlier message. I feel like I've gotten one like 3 times now. What's that?
North. And then keep going north. The other one. There you go. That's all you have to do. And then just north out.
Just what?
North.
Yeah, north and leave. And here's the abandoned mine. Yes, somebody has forced their way into the abandoned mine. Who could have forced their way into the abandoned mine?
Is this a monster?
It's obviously the Scissor Man. Crossover with Clock Tower.
I'm confused.
What's up?
Well, the map shows that there's a main monster in the trail.
That we actually covered. We were actually postulating about that last time. We believe that due to the fact that there's a lot of entries in the bestiary that don't show up when we're done the chapter, that we're going to go back to those places at earlier points and hunt down like extra named monsters that appear there later.
I would think that, but the numbering on the map has it as the next expected one.
Agate Crow's the Heavy Blade, Bracer rank C. And rank B. B for bitch. So I'm gonna spoil things right now. This entire conversation, all 4 parts of it that we keep coming back to, is just a fucking dick-waving contest for Low. It's literally him just, like, waving his cock around for, I want to say 15 total minutes? If the game is trying to establish that he's an elite fighter, they already did that in the beginning of the game. And throwing one C rank come B rank bracer at him is not going to challenge that.
I mean, you're making an assumption that's trying to show that he's so much better than him, as opposed to Agate being a idiot who doesn't understand this and throws everything into it regardless of the fact he can't win. I'm guessing this is less about showing that Low Wei is super powerful and more about showing Agate's shortcomings. Based on this exact conversation as well.
And that would be fine. Like, in a vacuum,
Go right first.
Go right first. Yeah. Anyway, that's fine. I have no problem with them pulling a thing where Agate goes and does something dumb to prove that he's, reckless and foolhardy and believes he can take on the world by himself. But here's the thing. By this point in the story, they've already pulled
Go
this...
north. Stop going around the same booth. North. There you go.
They've already pulled this same story, or the same effective plot line 4 times now, and the most engaging member of Ouroboros has still been Blue Blanc. Because he is...
The thing they're telling right now is less of a Blue Blanc go left. You're in the booth. The thing they're talking about now is less of a, Ouroboros thing and more of an Agate story. You're ignoring Agate's character development here because you're focused too much on the fact that he's an Ouroboros member. Thank you for that information, Joe.
Yep.
See that? Should be so.
There we go. Hidden by the camera. Yeah, Mimic.
Bro. Chest knows too much. I don't know.
100 victories stake. Calm down, Estelle. We are actually going to... Yeah, it's HP 10,000. I think even into endgame, that's a full heal. Also gives strength plus 10. Or strength 10%.
A really, 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 really big heal.
Yep.
Cutscene.
You haven't ended this quickly. We've gone through the entire mine. I got lost and dicked around for extra time.
Agate leaves our party forever because he's dead.
I would have given them credit for it. Agate did something stupid, wins a stupid prize for it.
Agate's too stubborn to die,
Yeah.
but not also too stubborn to not stop this fight.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
in time
back.
to see him break
Yeah,
it.
you've come back to the most annoying part.
Mm-hmm. Where evil McBadface broke Agate's prop non-combat combat sword. This has no bearing on any equipment he has, by the way. It is just a sword he carries around for cutscenes.
It's everyone's weapon.
Yep. I was
Dragon.
afraid for a
Dragon.
half second here that we were gonna have to fight the dragon with only 2 people, or 3 people.
Yep, there's no boss fight.
Yeah, no, there's no boss fight here.
Thankfully, they were not asshole like that.
I wasn't expecting to have a child yell at me today. Oh, where's my life gone?
Maybe I misremember the plots of the previous games, but when the hell has Agate ever saved Tita?
I believe he was part of the mission to save Tita and Professor Russell when they got kidnapped. I would have to go back and check, though. And I'm not entirely sure that Tita wasn't in our party when that happened. Look, point is, Tita's the surrogate little sister now in Agate's eyes. Because he desperately needs something to validate the void that is his life.
And Tina herself has been reading too many young adult romance novels.
Oh. Got me for fucking god.
That's not even an ow. That's just a stumble.
Oh.
And Agate being the closest party member to a werewolf or a vampire.
Yep. Worse, he's a Sasuke. No, less of a Sasuke, more of a Neji. That's worse. This experiment will never end because you don't have a plan. You are literally just stealing super weapons to piss off Superman. There's no goal in it for world domination or anything. You're literally just doing this because you're bored.
On the bright side, since there had to be a Superman, it's very easy to get punched. From these mysterious shell companies, certainly they are in turn gain all their funds from Lex Luthor.
Also, we do learn the name of the dragon.
It's super open. Right? I don't know. It's Superman. Well, hold on a second.
See, the actual secret is it actually Superman himself in disguise.
You think to funnel money out of LexCorp?
Yes. Not to try and make Lex go broke or anything, he just wants, like, some spare cash on the side.
Pretty sure Superman can just ask for cash and give it to him.
Well, he can, but would you rather would you rather take money from good, hard-working people or Lex Luthor?
You think Lex Luthor's a good heart? Really, the real question is, how does like LuthorCorp keep working? Point and Beat or LexCorp keep working? They're gonna be like, sir, the shareholders are very concerned about our spending recently.
Well, what do you mean?
You spent $1 trillion on... Oh, it just has to capture Superman.
The accounting department just kind of ran out of creative ideas, didn't they?
It's been 20 years, sir.
It's a tax write-off, it's fine.
I mean, all he did was blow off your hair. To save you from dying in a fire. It seems excessive.
You have any idea how annoying it is to try and grow back hair? It turns out the cure to male-powered baldness is harder than the cure to cancer. I should know I've cured that like 4 times over.
We couldn't cure kryptonite cancer. Haha.
Super cancer.
And wham, right on the ground.
Is he gonna be okay?
Oh,
Probably not.
he's lost.
Well,
a
that
lot
was the-
of blood.
Well, that was the knockout animation, so, or not animation, sound effect.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is unnecessary.
It'll be fine. Just throw some food in them. That's what we usually do.
Yeah, we have this great new recipe. I think, if we remember to buy it. If not, we have several opportunities to buy it.
Gasp! Wait, why am I gasping? I know this.
Cass, are you really that surprised? No, I just forgot to breathe.
I may have a concussion.
was a dragon.
We literally couldn't stop anything Ouroboros did.
At all.
But
Ever.
Dragons are far
They
harder
keep
to deal
doing
with
it.
than tank.
Yes. We cannot well, we will probably solve this dragon by hitting it with a sword.
That wasn't an Ouroboros plot. That was another group getting manipulated by Ouroboros for literal shits and giggles because someone was bored. That wasn't an evil plan. That was, I've decided to throw a penny on the railroad tracks and see what happens. And that penny is a battle tank.
Yes.
I threw a battle tank on the tanks. the tracks.
But yes, that's right. That was the insidious plot by the Doom Lolly.
Yes.
Yes, the Doom Lolly made the remnants of the intelligence division attempt their glorious plan to use a single tank to take over the palace.
Yep.
Then we beat the tank to death with the sword.
Yes.
And then for some reason, the person piloting the tank thought, well, if the tank couldn't do it, I can. Then we beat her with the stick repeatedly until she stopped too.
Remember, we were able to fight off the remnants of the intelligence division because as long as we're not fighting Ouroboros, we're allowed to make some kind of progress.
Ouroboros, on the other hand, they just keep doing shit, and we can't touch them because reason.
We might as well just be going out to the Waffle House after every fight. Oh man, you guys sure got us good, Ouroboros. Earthquake machine? Really? Yeah, I know. I laughed at first, but then I was like, yeah, earthquake machine. No more raisins. We also discussed last stream that I think I would have liked this chapter better if we'd done this one second. And,
Yes.
and...
Yeah, that
Or swapped villains first. Have the guy who was doing this one do the earthquake machine, and have the dire wolf be the one doing the dragon attack.
I mean, in and of itself, the biggest problem with this chapter is where it comes in the story, because this is like, what, 4 or 5 attempts at experimental nonsense slash shitbag evil whatever the fuck
This-
they've been doing.
This is
and-
the 5th evil plan of Ouroboros in preparation for their master stroke plan.
which is almost certainly partially or wholly unrelated to their master stroke plan. At least the 4 previous ones were. They were just there to
the
introduce
previous ones
characters.
was like, well, A, to introduce characters to the plot, and B,
Yeah.
then just test what the Gospels are doing.
Yeah, exactly. They're testing different aspects of the gospel and messing around with science stuff. I fully believe that all of those are going to feed into a master plan. Like, they're going to activate or build some sort of super weapon that builds on all of the orb science that we've learned about. It's just, all the previous ones have been very formulaic, to the point where I expect some dude with a acoustic guitar to strut it in and say that he is, that they are in fact the second best evil organization. Well, who's the first? There's some Zubat shit there.
It can't be Kakaza Zubat because an old man hasn't died yet, and a woman hasn't been beaten. Because for all the things that Zubat does, when it tries to do the same things in every episode, it also tries to do the bad ones. If you get introduced in the plot of Zubat and you're an old man, you're going to die. If you get introduced in the plot of Zubat and you're a woman, you're not going to die, but
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
But,
also, Zubat will literally watch people getting beaten for quite some time. Just so he has to wait for the perfect time for the villains to look away so he can transform.
he has to wait for the camera to completely shift off of him.
So he can then leave, transform, get his car, come back, and then fight
And
the
then break
villains.
through a window in the same room.
break through a window of the room, and then fight villains whose necks are suspiciously strong, considering how often he wraps a whip around people's neck and throws them across the room. I'm saying that Zubat kills a lot of people and is not a good person.
I mean, there are a lot of bad people in fairness, but
Also, I wonder who the poor staff whose whole job was to get tossed into like the upper corners of rooms. Because if there's a shot of people fighting in a room, someone's gonna get tossed into one of the upper corners of it. It's like a guy like having to run and like jump on a springboard to slam the ceiling.
So like, moving this back into Tales first, or not Tales, Trail to the Sky for a second. We've genuinely made some good character moments here. Like, we've got the general, like, admitting that, okay, maybe the bracers aren't complete shit. We'll involve you in the preparations, because you guys do seem to keep slamming your faces into Ouroboros plots. Although it's more accurate to say that Ouroboros keeps sticking their head into our house and giving us the weird, like, eyebrow waggle at every possible opportunity.
Not necessarily. I mean, we've been investigating stuff happening for, like, everything but the dragon, basically.
Well, yeah, but we'll always get into town and be told that weird stuff's happening. We'll all look at each other and go, yeah, that sounds like a stupid mad science plot. It's probably Ouroboros. And then go investigate it. But we're never consciously going to a place because we've heard about an Ouroboros plot.
Or in the case of, like, there's been ghost sightings.
Yeah.
Go investigate these ghost sightings.
And then,
There's been earthquakes. Go investigate these earthquakes.
and then suddenly Ouroboros, because
Well, of course it's Ouroboros. Joe Schmo down the road's not making a goddamn earthquake machine.
I'll give you that. But
Hey, Joe Schmo, 428th member of Ouroboros, is a very important linchpin in the operations.
It's like, of course Ouroboros involved the general populace doesn't make earthquake machines, or ghosts, or murder bombs.
Well, yes, but we don't know it's an earthquake machine. We just know that there's weird earthquakes in the area. And then we go, yeah, that sounds like Ouroboros. Or, there's some creepy fog. This is probably Ouroboros fog.
And also, as I kind of postulated last time, this game would be like a hell of a lot better if Ouroboros entirely consisted of Blue Blanc.
Entirely Blue Blanc, we would have already completed this because he couldn't stop himself from doing stupid puzzles.
Yeah, he'd have Riddler problem where he couldn't stop leaving riddles.
I mean, that's not wrong, but Blue Blanc is legitimately badass enough to get away from us every time. So,
Like, here's the thing.
like,
I know it's
seriously,
not...
we go down way the hell, but
He's only gotten, away from us once.
yeah.
Like, I know it's not going to happen. I don't hold out hope for this like I hold out hope that that Cassius Bright is the leader of Ouroboros, but I would love if it was revealed, because nobody knows who the leader of Ouroboros is. Even Professor Man is like, yeah, the Master. I haven't met the Master, but, we pull off his will because we are servants of the great Ouroboros. And I would love if Blue Blanc was the Master, and he was literally just shitposting all the time around his group.
Look, the master gives his orders to us in cryptic riddles. Have us running all around the... Oh god, the master Blue Blanc is a team. I'm surprised it took us this long to realize it. Couldn't help yourself, could you? No, I couldn't. Shadowpin, I'm leaving.
Oh yeah, did we go over the fact that his house, this one, was actually
Oh, yeah, we haven't gone over it yet, but it's going to happen soon enough we can at least talk about it now.
Yeah. So in the backstory, his house was completely burnt down. So the village, for shits and giggles, has rebuilt this house completely for him, just because.
Exactly the way it was before. Like, down to
Yeah.
the last detail. I choose to believe that also includes the creepy bear koala doll that's watching everyone silently in the corner.
Almost certainly.
There's not really anything wrong with rebuilding the house. It's kind of a dick move to put her sister's bed in there.
Yeah, that'd be the thing. They rebuilt it for 2 people. This is after his sister passed away.
Ah, shit, we don't know which bed he sleeps in. Might as well put both in.
Yep. Yes, Ravenir Village is quote-unquote destroyed. Rest real quick.
All the food is tainted.
Huh?
All the food is tainted. So after the dragon landed here and burned down our fields, it did a giant fart and ruined the rest of the food. Unless you're into that, in which case, I don't know, either way.
Jim over there ate one of the apples and turned into a salamander or something. But he's got, like, wind septith for feet. It's weird.
These 5th edition changes to how dragon boards are made are causing some problems.
I don't think so.
You could do
That's
it
what we need to
both.
do.
See, what you don't know is that this is all actually a secret plan to have everyone draw the attention away from the fact they smashed it in the roof so they could sneak into the shopping area at night and steal it.
At last, I have the last copy of Gambler Jack. Volume 6. The fact that I laid him out. It was less of a slap and more I uppercutted him. Bounced
took
him
a
off the
chair?
rafters.
And just to hit him with a chair.
Over and over and over again.
I cherish the moment.
Ah.
Yep. I mean, we need to give him a new sword, but that's pretty easy. We just have to handle anything big and metallic.
Yeah. I mean, or we could just build a sword out of Time Septith and send it back to him during the fight, so that immediately when his sword gets broken, another sword appears and he can gain a surprise attack.
Can we send it back in time to do swords have hearts?
Maybe?
I'm going to assume until proven otherwise that other games do not follow Kingdom Hearts logic.
That's
Why?
probably for the best.
Don't
Kingdom
follow
Hearts
that
doesn't
time
consistently
travel.
follow Kingdom Hearts logic.
What other time travel method is quite as solid as Kingdom Hearts?
I would like to say all of them, but the time travel method is being shit is kind of synonymous.
Kingdom Hearts Time Travel wasn't shit. It's a perfectly thought out, with no flaws whatsoever, and certainly not stupid system.
God's gonna smite you for saying that. That is such an odious lie. That can't stand under gospel. So yes, the general has actually softened on policy, and realizing that we are kind of experts on Ouroboros at this point, he has agreed to let us observe while the military goes after the dragon. Huh?
Yeah, accurate.
Completely and utterly fails to stop the dragon because this is Ouroboros and literally nothing can stop them.
Also, the military is not known for being competent in fairness, so... The most competent branch of the military in the previous game was the bad guy branch, who need to succeed in order to make the plot advance.
The great president, my flaming corpse. Ah! Wow, the story got dark.
Hey, some accessories are fantastic. Those will buff your stats pretty good.
Indeed.
Remember, anything made by your little sister or childhood sweetheart has a high probability of curing some kind of status ailment or increasing your physical power. You make charm bracelets in 3rd grade? Congratulations, you can crush a rock in your hand.
If you meet up with your childhood friend again and then get an accessory, that's a badass accessory. If you start out the story with your childhood friend nearby, it's probably like a starter accessory and it's junk. You'll replace it with, like, I don't know, a bronze bangle you buy.
Yeah, but for like 12-year-old Agate here, who probably doesn't have any better stuff, that's the start of. You gotta start somewhere.
Just go into the sewers and find like a long shot too.
Number one, his town doesn't have sewers.
Oh.
Doesn't have plumbing.
Okay, just go into the field that we didn't see because that entire screen was ruined by the dragon and find like, I don't know, a chest in there that has a better bangle.
You just wander into your neighbor's house and grab it. Adventurer's rights.
So you say that, but this game does a good job of not putting chests in people's houses.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's throwing me off. There's lots of, like, blue chests like that, but they're decoration. You can't interact.
Yeah, they're decorative chests, they're not loot chests.
Dare I say it, Estelle Bright is probably the one protagonist who respects the sanctity of others' houses.
What are you doing? I'm shaking your dresser. Why? I don't know. Hope to get some clothes or something? Oh,
Yeah, I am sure that Cassius Bright literally stole everything he could fit into his pockets from every house he ever walked into.
Where's my door?
Fit it in my pocket.
Lovely new shield I have here.
Also, we get the rare sprite of Tita with her hair down.
Yes.
And here's one of my favorite scenes. Tita T-posing for dominance. Hey. No. No.
They left. They said you were useless. They tried to burn your house down, but I stopped them.
Estelle lights a match. History repeating. If Agate became a great fighter from having his daughter, his sister die, what'll happen if his surrogate sister dies? Tita's not a part of our standard rotation anyway. Doing this for the stat buffs, throws a Molotov through the window. That's a Kamen Rider Ryuki justification right there. Professor Russell, I have good news and bad news. The good news is that Agate has like 150 strength more than he started with.
I'm gonna win the Bracer War. There isn't a Bracer War. Instead if I won the Bracer War, I can get any wish I want. That was a lie.
Must have been a plot by Ouroboros. No, it's not. You're just an idiot.
So, Shara, can you run to the Bracers Guild real quick and put in a job posting to track down the runaway Bracer Agate gone on the land? Stop staring at the sun.
That's the moon.
Alright, it's nighttime. Sun
Yeah.
moon.
The soon.
Soon.
Soon it will
What
be a
fun.
sun. Wait, no.
Soup.
Yeah, this is when Agate realizes it because he has never come back to this house. Agate doesn't live here. They just remade this house and never let anybody move in.
Well, it's Agate's house.
It's Agate's house, and they have that much money to waste.
It was a good harvest that year.
Insert Shirley Jackson's The Lottery reference.
Better question is where they have all the references for where everything was and what was in here.
There's like 5 families that live in this town. They've all been in each other's houses so much. And then one, like, married couple that lives under the tractor.
As it turns out, Agate's sister was a very good sketch artist and loved to sketch their house and give out the sketches as gifts to other people. So they had a lot of reference photos.
Agate's sister was actually just faking her own death so she could become the Grandmaster of Ouroboros. She needed a convenient excuse to disappear from the picture.
And yes, Misha specifically died because as their house was burning, she turned around to go grab the accessory that she made for Agate, and then burned to death. I blame the adults who were supposed to be watching the children and keeping them safe and didn't notice the girl running back into the flaming building.
Then Agate burned this house down.
For the insurance money. Were you usually lectured by your younger sister?
Almost certainly.
This Agate we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Held on to that thing for so long because it's a memento of your dead sister, you brick shitlord.
Alright. No one's inside. Do we steal the apples?
Steal the hell out of all the apples.
We burnt down the other apple fields. We stole all the apples from here. Soon we're gonna corner the apple market.
Ouroboros, more like golden delicious.
As it turns out, Ouroboros literally is just an apple company. All of that it has been their entire diabolical plan is to corner the apple market.
Well, yeah,
Everything else is a
fancy
distraction.
version of the dole.
No, they're not that diabolical.
They're also trying to destabilize entire countries.
They're not as good at it.
Fair. Everyone has to start something. Oh, you guys used a dragon. That's cute, I guess.
Okay. So I forget if there's anything else we need to pick up. I want to say there was something we needed to do in the hotel.
Yes, in the shop in the hotel. We should be able to get the Rural News special here.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure we already have Gambit X6. We got that one.
Yep.
Previous chapter. Laundry Pole Plus.
Laundry Pole Plus is not good. It has additional range, but it has significantly less strength. And we
Yeah.
strike with Estelle as often as we do.
Anyone else really
Yeah,
that
see.
it actually casts spells? It's not Agate or Tita, but
Okay, so we can't go back to the ornament people. Oh, wait, no. Wrong door. My bad.
Can't leave town, but
Yeah. I wasn't trying to leave town. I was just misremembering which direction. Okay, so... Just some upgrades while we're here. Chloe needs force. And Chloe needs another of her slots upgraded to be able to use that. And Olivier is our fourth?
we don't have Tito.
Can we swap him out for... Oh, everyone's with us. Okay.
We don't have Tito or I get that guy.
Yeah. And I think that happens pretty quickly, but
I was just hoping we could swap out for Jin.
Yeah.
Jin.
You might have to go back to the Brazers Guild to do character swap.
That's
It doesn't matter. You're not going to fight anything before you get Tito back.
that's
yeah.
So it really doesn't matter who's in your party right now.
Ah.
Plenty of fire stuff.
We do have plenty of fire subs with. Can we afford another action 4? We cannot afford another action 4.
800?
Yeah. Action 4 is 600. 600 per time crystal.
The hell is strike?
Critically strike with 10% success. It basically raises our critical strike chance.
It's credit.
Well, gives us crit. So we have to have crit besides the crit.
Probably not.
Timer.
So, also, HP slot upgrade. Can we get away with that? Slot, Estelle. We can, but we can't afford the Septith for it. Oh well. That's slot upgraded. This is the problem with having garbage memory.
Hmm.
I have to keep going back and checking individual things to do.
Hmm.
Because I keep forgetting what people do and do not have equipped. Okay, so Scheherazade is by far our best equipped character.
Yeah. We always use Scheherazade, so that makes sense.
Wow, we should really put 7 minutes on the party.
Hmm?
The 7th being one that Olivia has on, we should put on someone actually in the party.
Oh, yeah.
Because it just increases 7th drop.
I think we're mostly to where we were last time, give or take.
Yeah. Once we do the next cutscene, we'll be at the point that we were at before.
Yeah.
Because Estelle is largely element agnostic.
Yes. Just having a particular element.
Except that. Okay. Now that that boring stuff is out of the way. And we've managed to get the special edition thing. To the landing pad. Tanks. As you can see, our tanks are not great. They can be beaten by 4 individuals loudly banging on the front of them.
Some people say this is a flaw, but we like it anyway.
Ensures our tanks can't be used against us. Oh, look at the anti-aliasing on that thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's flying via saw blade.
That is definitely not an angle it should be viewed from.
Good news! Blackmail still works. I made it on the ship.
Oh, good. We have somebody who's more competent in fighting Ouroboros than us.
Yeah. Dorothy, the only person who's defeated a member of Ouroboros. That's gonna be great until the dragon literally brings this thing down.
Well,
would be like hitting a model airplane with a 40mm grenade.
Well, the bright side would be a hell of a ride.
Until the end. It's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop at the end.
It's fine. Gravity barely works in this world to begin with.
Gravity is a suggestion.
Remember, you bracers are here to observe, and only observe, and not pull my ass out of the fire again when my entire military force fails to fight this goddamn lizard. You are my Dr. Totopoulos to my Godzilla. Ah, shit. The RSL is actually just Cassius Bright doing the light as a feather, stiff as a board, and wearing a big jaunty hat. It's the dark secret of our military. I also love widescreen was not kind to that particular screenshot right there. We walled off the void so we don't have to talk about it.
Which is odd, because this game was made for widescreen.
Was it?
It was made for a different aspect ratio of widescreen.
Yeah, it was a PSP game. PSP is actually widescreen, but yeah, that probably helps. Or this helps, I'm not sure which.
Oh, we need a new greatsword if I want to keep being the heavy blade. Right now, I'm just the broken blade, and that sounds too much like an erectile dysfunction joke for my taste.
Originally a Windows game.
Yeah, it was originally a Windows game, remember. It got ported to the
Oh.
PSP. But it was originally a Windows game, and it was probably done in a 4:3 aspect ratio.
Yeah,
2006.
that would make sense. Yeah. There'd be no reason to do HD. That generation wouldn't have HD, actually. Now that I think about it. PSP might have? I'm pretty sure it did, but not the generation it originally was part of.
It didn't get an HD remake, HD update until a PS3 port in 2013 and an HD remake for DS in 2015.
Welcome to our incredibly high-tech airship.
It's so getting destroyed by a dragon.
Tell it's high tech, we have a whiteboard.
A whiteboard, and a fancy view screen. Yeah, we're throwing 2/5 of the Air Force at this thing. And the game is not fooling us for a second.
No. Suddenly it fires like a couple shots and Dragon falls and dies. And we don't
No,
have to fight it.
what I'm guessing is that the reason they're doing this is to get 2/5 of the Air Force in one place so they can do something else, like drain their orbital energy or something, or steal the airships.
You're assuming that their current plot isn't digging around as hard as possible.
Yeah. Like, that, at worst, it's literally going to be, we throw Two Fists of the Air Force at it, they just blow it out of the screen, probably off-screen, because that's how little chapters 1 through 5 matter in the grand scheme of things, from a Ouroboros plot perspective. We've already gotten the bits of story that we probably need from this, that is Agate's backstory and the name of the dragon.
Yeah.
And the rest of this is just very long-winded set dressing.
Why wouldn't you want a dragon? Why?
Yeah, why wouldn't you want a dragon? Haven't you seen Dragonheart? That great cinematic masterpiece?
I mean, Dragonheart's fine. Not great, isn't it? Sean Connery's Dragonheart perfectly.
Sean Connery played a dragon. It's fine. I like watching it.
It's fun. It's not a good movie, but it's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's an enjoyably schlocky movie.
Alright, I'm going to the store. I'm going to take the dragon. Does anyone else want anything?
Okay, so this is where we got to last game.
Yeah. The airship.
Or last session, yeah. Immediately, like, right here is where we stopped. So I have no idea where we're going and what we're doing beyond this.
Becky, I assume you have the guide open?
Yep.
Okay.
That's now stuck.
Okay, so this is just another airship section. Talk to everybody. And...
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not missing any gambler jacks or anything like that.
Nope.
This is words.
Well, this game is words, but luckily the words are good, so...
Yep.
Also, we've run out of towns to go back to, so unless we're literally going to have a beach episode at, like, the lake or something, the plot has to kick into gear at some point. Meanwhile, Olivier in the background, beach episode, beach episode, beach episode. Rips off his tearaway pants, banana hammock. The railing is very short on here. Like, it only goes up to their knees. This is a tripping hazard.
Details.
Head up. Fuck you too, Echo.
We'll be okay, Estelle. Like my best people looking at radars.
Well, we're screwed.
I'm not sure why this control console has 5 different radar panels, but it does. I will mention our short staff, where we're staffing 3 of our radar panels. So we'll do our best. What's that panel over there that's just playing static and flashing black and white? Oh, that's the Virus Buster Surge panel. Just don't look at it.
I like that when you walk by, this guy salutes. That's a nice touch. Oh. You have recipes? Tell me recipes. We have pool table.
Huh. Be interesting if this ship was like our traveling device for the later chapters or
Nope.
something. No, didn't think so.
That's an interesting thought you got there.
No, remember, this ship's gonna get destroyed fighting the dragon.
The exactly identical Mark II version of it is our traveling device for the next.
Kill it. Drink your Sprite wine.
Oh, it'd be a shame if we crashes in the
Quite a shame.
One thing you.
See, we're very close to the end of the game. No,
Sorry. I could barely hear you guys over it, but apparently the volume is good on the actual stream.
Uh-huh.
So I just compromising. The background volume was very loud.
Ah,
Now it is better. Jin? Jane, we've talked about this. The locker hasn't done anything to you.
Practice your martial arts.
I'm Peyton, the mechanic. You remember our good friend Peyton.
Well, I mean, it is a dragon. Alright, man, there's a dragon. It's a very serious threat. So we're gonna send, I don't know, a handful of some decent guys after it.
12 ships. You think 10 per ship is a good thing? But it's in 12 per ship, just to be sure.
Right, great idea. Now pare it down to one ship. Because we cut that.
Key, it's a delivery.
Ding dong.
Oh, that's Dragon's Way. You can just not say breathing into the microphone.
They're helping you guys didn't keep missing all your attacks.
Sergeant asshole, sir.
Who hired these assholes?
I did, sir.
Keep firing, assholes.
Asshole.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun. Yeah. Next draw.
It was the Picard maneuver. Who's Picard? Shut up! I'm sorry. What?
What are you complaining about?
So, Cassius knows what's going on because he's a master tactician and he sees what Ouroboros is trying to do. I'm assuming based on that conversation. Or this isn't that dialogue blurb. He's like, I see what they're doing, and Morgan's unfortunately falling right into their trap. So, he could try and get some kind of message, because I'm sure they have some kind of communications that could reach the RSL on that
I
base.
can't do that. Morgan's a shit.
Yeah, like, he knows he's going into a trap, but there's literally nothing that Cassius can do about it?
Like, what's gonna say? You're running into a trap?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes, because Morgan thinks that he is the one springing the trap, not that he is having a trap sprung on him. You could, at the very least, do your goddamn job as military leader. Because if Cassius Bright said to do something, I'm fairly certain most of the military would do it, regardless of any other orders that were around.
Yeah, he looks good. Oh, they're falling into a trap. Ah, but it'll be fine. I mean, my daughter and her friends are there. They'll take care of it.
That's the real answer? That's not the answer the game should be giving us. That's what we can extrapolate because this plot is balls. The character writing in this game is fantastic. The plot of this game is balls so far.
Chasing the dragon.
Chasing the dragon.
You can throw the dragon fuck around.
Should we be concerned that our fire is basically doing nothing?
Seems to actually like it.
Bullshit, I don't believe it for a second.
Victory music!
Bullshit, you don't have me believing this for even a half second. Or, they're gonna do something even stupider, but I'm not saying it out loud because I don't want to jinx it. Although, now that I think about it, that's probably what the actual plan is.
Oh.
The actual plan was to use the dragon as a distraction, so that they can steal the airship. The dragon was a ruse.
That seems like a lot of work.
It is the sort of thing.
Motherfucking Ouroboros!
To sleep, thanks to our magic sleep bullets.
I think they did mention specifically that they were like tranquilizer rounds or something they were firing.
They were trying trank rounds before they tried,
Hmm.
you know, live ammo.
Yeah.
Good thing this water's shallow.
Well, shallow for dragon.
No, General. No, that is literally not what happened.
Ah, I see. It's a time bomb on its head. Their plan is to get us all in this one location so it can blow up.
Yup! This entire fucking thing was just a trick to get the gospel in range.
Not really.
Okay, I guess not. I expected them
No.
to pop the gospel, do the gospel shutdown phenomenon, depower all of the ships, and then forcibly take everyone off the ship with something.
It's no use, sir. Our missiles don't have dragon tracking.
Too many Dragovsky particles. Maybe it's because all of your guidance systems use orbital technology, and when it gets within 5 miles of the thing, it dies?
Well, you know.
Alright, new plan. Everyone get up on the deck and start throwing rocks at it.
Well, we start casting stone on it for the inevitable boss fight. It's going to be basically the same thing. But we say cast instead of throw, so that makes it cooler.
You cast the first stone.
Dragon's gonna get away. He's gonna chase it. Bring down the RSL. We'll say, haha, really planning to steal the RSL. Because Cassius Bright's apparently the text-to-speech emperor and not the actual god emperor.
So he's better than the actual God Emperor?
He's a cynical jerk who doesn't do anything. And yes, better than the actual
better
god
than
emperor.
the God Emperor.
Yes. I'll agree with your point. But I was more going for the he is really not fucking happy with anyone and has decided to let this fucking burn.
Yep, this operation was going to fail, but no one was going to get hurt, so it's fine.
I'm amazed that no ships got destroyed. I'm amazed that Liberal still has a air force after this.
It was only 2/5 anyway.
I'm
so-
amazed they didn't do something to the sky orbment to make it impossible to fly. Not the things powering the ships, the orbment that is the sky. Agate slips a 20 into Tina under the table.
Here, I'll give you that flame set like you asked.
Buy it.
It's a good thing this came after his character arc where he learned not to run off on his own, because otherwise that'd be fucking annoying. Good, we've nipped a potential problem in the bud before it started. Also, we gave him a fucking Vibro Buster Sword! Freaking really?
Because it vibrates, that's not how that works. Like at all, actually. Vibro swords are mostly just sci-fi nonsense.
We're standing in the middle of sci-fi nonsense. Have you seen this briefing room? We hit triangles, baby. We're at sci-fi nonsense.
Look at that whiteboard.
No, not sci-fi nonsense in the sense that it looks completely dumb and silly, but you could probably bullshit a practical whatever or hand wave. This is like no, this just doesn't work like how you think it does. Vibrating sword doesn't make it good or better or anything. It just means it vibrates. Give you a good back massage.
Politeness and the fact that I just give up on this. This is horseshit of the highest order and I want no part of it. What kind of thing doesn't die when you shoot it with a gun? I miss my simple life. Don't look at the void.
I mean, lots of things don't die when you shoot them with a gun.
Oh.
Especially and included dragons and the dead.
What about shooting the dead with guns?
Well, they don't die.
They re-die.
No, that's only if they're undead. I mean the actual dead.
What if you shoot them with a reviving bullet? So it brings them back to life. A healing gun, if you will.
Well, you shoot them with a healing gun, and they're back to life, and therefore no longer dead and outside the purview of that statement.
Nice. Yeah, what if it's a bolt that both brings them back to life and kills them?
A double-purpose double magic bullet.
Only for use on dead.
Okay. So now that that whole thing is done...
Well, if you have a really specific grudge that involves killing someone more than once, I suppose that bullet would be very useful.
let's go get Tifa. Tifa upgraded some stuff. That's the wrong one. There are One Piece characters with better sense of direction than I have.
You seem to lack blue.
Yep.
Do in fact. Lack blue.
If only had an ocean to punch.
Luckily, for the most part, except for 2 slots, she's pretty element agnostic as well.
Yeah. It's just she has like 3 different directions that her lines go.
Yep. She can't specialize in something, but the flip side of that is that she's fairly adaptable. And most importantly,
You need to unequip the attack, for you can only have 1 attack
yeah,
equipped.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I'm going up here, putting HP 3 on there, and then...
Then you can put the attack 4 on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already had 2 attack 4s, I didn't need to buy another one. Oh well. Wasteful spending!
It's fine, you had plenty of that thing.
She's got decent arts defense. Seeing if there's any like cast-offs that we have that are better than what. What's going on? No, because everyone's actually 3s right now. Could at least buy a shield 3 though. Alright, good enough. Okay, so now we are heading to...
Track down a dragon.
Literally moments ago, they told you where you're headed.
Yes, I know, and I forgot. We've been over this bad memory thing.
Gotta talk to Wetmer
Right.
out in the Neville Valley.
That's what I was looking for. So immediately east. Not church. Well, in the valley. Luckily, we already went back here for all of the treasure chests and such.
Correct.
Go into the hut. Go into the hut. Go into the hut on the eastern side.
That's that weird screen transition.
Yep. And the hut. Pizza the Hut.
Pizza the Hut.
Shit, you mean there's a dragon around here? I should probably move. I live in a very flammable house. Well, just imagine if my home burned down.
We're going to pet that dragon. I'm not sure why.
Plus, that thing's my wife. I married him. And not in a it turns into a human way. No, I've climbed that mountain. Sounds like you learned a lesson in this particular chapter, so, you know what the fuck ever, I don't care.
It's a lesson that will matter for maybe later, probably not.
Not actually that important.
Deepest point of the western side. Deepest point, west side of the valley. Get the smidgen of EP and HP back. Smidgiest of smidgens.
Where are you headed?
I was heading to the western side, but I thought you had to go back to the transition screen and then...
No, you don't need to go to the western side. You just need to do the other path.
Are we going to confuse the screen cutscene again?
No.
No, actually, no, it is the western side. Back to everyone. Here.
Aha! I was right! Get the plaque ready. Giant Yeti monster.
It's still on order. We thought we had more time.
What's that?
What's that?
The plaque.
Oh, okay. Fine, fine. When the plaque comes in, let me know. We'll have the ceremony then. We are here today to remember Robert Candwick, beloved by his family. Hold everything! The plaque just came in. Is this really the time?
There we go.
There we go. I really hope they don't kill my wife. I don't want to have to date one of the Yetis.
Or do you?
No, he tried it once. Didn't end well.
Too much hair. Alright, we haven't found the dragon yet. Deal with it.
Call! I was hiding just off screen. Thank you, Egg.
Wait,
Wait, what?
wasn't Chloe an optional take?
Yes. Chloe was, in fact, an optional take.
I'm impressed they went to this length, quite honestly. I know they write dialogue for everyone, but actually outright having the
Actually, I
drug
could
become
totally
part of
see
the
the
plot.
game going, if you don't bring Chloe to this fight, you lose BP, because you didn't, you know, do your breaks early duty.
No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was just much more elaborate than what they usually do for,
Yeah, the other characters just use a cell phone.
yeah.
It's these things. They're just here.
Only fair. Yeah.
It legitimately makes me curious how that scene goes down if you have different characters in the party. Especially Jeff, because I'm...
He writes the message on a rock, punches it, and it breaks through the window of the RSL. It's been hovering over the area. Message for you, sir.
Should have done that.
It's engraved into a rock. I think you would just write on a piece of paper and attach it to the rock.
Nope.
Aha. A giant anthill.
And inside, a mob.
Is this still the first area?
Anthill mob.
Yeah, this is still the first area. We have not had any breaks in the path since then.
Standard enemies for this area are Blade Fang, Ghost Epipaths, and Octopus.
Yeah, all the things that we were fighting as the big monsters.
Yep.
Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah. I just really like the design of these guys. They're sufficiently weird.
Piece of cake.
Woo, level. Okay, so now we have a split.
North should be the split.
Aha, yes. Found Buster Gear. Spiders are clapping for us. Even more range.
The Buster. More right.
Yeah. Agate still wearing the cat ears and tail.
There's another chest.
What's that?
There's another chest.
Okay, I'll go back and get it once we're done with this fight. Thing's on fire!
Piece of cake.
Thought the fire would get rid of the ants, it just made them mad.
Good job.
I like that one.
How much was one of those?
Fine, fuck you too. Take this opportunity to learn Refresh Jelly. Fine, I've learned my lesson. Napalm breath.
Piece of cake.
Try on bits.
Should have done that.
And that all. Shoot Justin here.
Riches Royal Academy.
Shoot.
Ebony shoes.
No.
What do the ebony shoes do? Ebony shoes are men only. He's already wearing ebony shoes. Agate, put on the shoes over your shoes.
Got ebony shoes from another mailer. Jones.
You can't put shoes on over his shoes. He's not a robot. We all know in role-playing games, only robots can equip multiple of the same slotted items.
We're good to go.
Refers.
Back out. Continue.
Yep.
Master Club. Behold, my ultimate attack. Crayola.
Quick, do pretty much anything to finish it off.
Yep. Jam it in the kidneys.
Care for a rematch?
Icy kidneys.
Oh, I didn't die. Time to cast a spell. Oh wait, that was a horrible idea.
for a rematch?
Got some spine.
Food entirely consisting of spinal columns.
Yep.
Go ahead. North.
Well, that takes care of that.
Season north.
Yep. Should we suggest?
Yep. Grow potatoes.
Just as on the sword.
Sword that once belonged to a famous knight. There's light here.
Shouldn't have done that.
And then once you cut west, go north again right after this. Get another chest.
Rainbow Surprise.
That should be south is the next area.
Well, airships didn't work last time. Let's try that again. Well, this won't lead to a tragic death of a dragon.
Yep.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, so this cavern's basically a straight shot until you get to the end of it. There's a T-junction. You want to go north first.
Ha! Piece of cake.
Elixir 2. Which I think is her impede move. Okay, so which way did you need to go?
Let's see. Keep going. You're still in the main chamber. Keep going. Or
I didn't hear you say more. Oh no, Space Jam!
come on and slam.
Welcome to the
Congratulations,
gym.
you've divided with 100 health, so...
Well, that takes care of that.
Alright.
One chest.
Yeah, those 100 health creatures are incredibly threatening. Somehow.
Imagine a slime split with 100 health.
Should have done it.
Biggie.
Well, that takes care of that.
Ignore this first path. Ignore that cave. Keep going. Should be 3 chests.
Misty Veil.
Why? Why do we need a boat right now?
Why did we do anything involving chests? Misty Veil. Art defense and art strength. That's probably actually go to. Actually, it's probably better stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, okay, now go back to that previous one.
No witnesses.
Care for a rematch?
Final break 2.
Dos.
Okay.
Now you can fight a dragon.
Fight a dragon. I know you're there, shitlords.
Alright, first we remove the gospel from its head. Then, I don't have a plan past this, so I wonder what will happen. By the way, what happens when we break a gospel?
You know, stuff.
I don't think we're gonna find out yet.
No.
Because Agate whiffed! Like a bitch!
I have a better idea. How about you just pry it off its head?
But you use super glue. Okay, notes about dragon we're about to fight.
Okay.
The dragon.
He has really big attacks, so I mean, no matter where he goes, he's gonna be able to hit you.
Yep.
They'll move to the edge of the battlefield throughout the battle. It'll flap its wings to drag you to the edge of the battlefield. When it gets to about 50% health, it'll start using its tail to attack you. Can also cast Pressure Explosion, which does battlefield-wide damage. Susceptible to physical attack.
Susceptible to physical attack.
And because of the way it does targeting, if you throw someone in the middle of the field, it'll tend to attack them.
Okay.
So you can kind of like have someone stand in the middle of the field with Earth Guard, and will usually be the target.
Yeah.
Right, so who can cast Earth Guard?
Actually, most of our team can cast Earth Guard, just because of the weird mix of elements. Yeah.
Let's see how we want stuff.
And expensive. Like, really expensive in this one.
It's like 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll move Estelle into position, and then Agate can just run up and...
Hit it with the sword.
Yeah. As can everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah, civil attack gets hurt significantly by chaincraft and
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to move everyone up into range where they can do chain crafts and S-crafts.
Yeah.
Speaking of crafts,
Pay attention or I'll hit you.
I can't taunt him. Oh well.
Nah, I figured as much.
Ah, and it also repositions.
Yes, it
Yeah.
moves around to different sides of the battlefield.
Okay. Let me see what my options are. It's been a while since I used Tita. I'm assuming I can't blind him.
Don't know.
Oh, that's incredibly annoying. Okay.
Prepare to meet your doom.
That's adorable. Not affected by any statuses. Got it. Alright.
Yeah.
Kind of figured, but worth a try anyway.
So punch him in the face.
Agate, yeah, run over there, punch him.
Or, you know, start just using us. Yeah, just start, or start doing chains.
Well, she's not in range for chains yet, so...
Yeah.
Now, I think you are? No, just out of range. And
Might as well just throw
Don't-
starter.
I want Tita to be the one eating hits.
Yeah.
Let's do it!
This ends here.
Ow, 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 my leg! Ow, ow, ow! Oh, you jerk! Okay. Shoot him! Oh, okay, well, that was useful. Thanks, dragon!
Joke's on you. I wanted to be here anyways.
Let's do it!
Okay. Right. Here we go.
That...
Oh, okay.
Let's steal that strength up turn from him.
Take this! Final break!
Oh.
I spun in a circle, are you impressed? Wow, we actually have him down to half already. I thought we had not done nearly as much damage.
Actually, not that tough of a fight.
No.
Jam in the leg! Oh no! He's getting ready to fart!
Like ominous green glow.
Oh, really? I also should be clocking him down.
Yes.
I don't have access to clock down anymore. It's swapped out. That was what I lost from equipping the...
Oh, yeah,
the Septith earnings increase crystal. We lost a particular combination that gave us clock down.
Clock down plus. Yeah.
You don't have to put it on us now.
Yeah. It'd probably be better off on Agate. Because I don't think he has combinations for crap anyways.
And he's not really a caster, so he won't be losing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I couldn't impede him.
No.
Oh well.
He's up and ready for it. If anyone can cast,
I don't think anyone can, but...
can.
No. Oh, Chloe still has clock down. Pressure explosion is not helping the dumb fart joke go away. Not that impressive.
We've been nearly killed by better monsters than you.
You really should have moved when you had the chance. to join in. Agate can start one, but Agate can't join in.
Yeah, he has one too.
Let's do it!
Aha!
You may want to get.
Yep. That's what we got to.
Yeah, I think you're down to punching him.
Yeah, it's at like 5,000.
At least with Agate and Estelle.
Hey, Lo, your dragon sucks. I don't have enough magic, but this is actually more. Oh, wait. That would also probably be useful. Jamming his legs!
No, he just blew
Yeah,
the
he
other
just
side,
blew
okay.
us to the other side.
Yep. He's just being a butt.
He's trying to delay the inevitable. Keep his shins. He will not keep his shins!
We did it!
Ooh, you shot him with a cannon.
Ah, you were beaten by a child.
As it turns out, dragons are cheaty bullshit. Alright, you two, hold the dragon down while I punch it in the face with a sword.
On my knee! Oh!
There's no way to not make that look dumb.
It's fine. Oh, my knees! Oh, that fall has shattered my legs. Tita. Tita, please heal me. Shove steak in my mouth.
Shoot me with your Healy gun.
Bang! Oh, that was the wrong gun! Oh no. Oh no. Oh, oh no. No, it's the dragon. It's not
Oh,
low.
that's
It's-
right. I forgot the
or
dragon can
the,
talk.
the dragon can talk.
That was fun, but can you stop stabbing me in the leg like an asshole?
Through the Akashic Fields! Full circle, baby.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just simple telepathy. Nothing supernatural or mystical about this.
Why are you thinking of dating dragons? That's weird. I mean, I married the human, but I'm a weirdo. We've established that. What is a monster waifu? I don't understand.
Your surface thoughts are talking about fucking your brother. I'm confused.
We're not related. That maketh it not less weird.
You fools, I'm gonna eat you now.
I shall give thee my holy dragon vomit, which will bestow
Enjoy
upon...
this golden shower.
A Goldia.
Power of space. Yeah, sure. We'll make sure to use this to recompensate everyone else. I'm gonna buy so many ornaments.
Okay, I appreciate the solid titanium balls it takes for Agate to haggle on a price. Picks it up in his little dragon paw.
Man that you are.
Picks up his dragon paw, chucks it at Agate, knocks it off the mountain through the cave entrance. It seems like you've learned a valuable lesson about
I was
friendship.
there. Just because I was being controlled doesn't mean my ears don't work. I knew your father. He was a total pimp.
Through a complex set of hilarious plots, he and I are also wed. This has made the marriage to my current husband quite difficult.
They all say something about an experiment. They're just fucking with you.
Bitch, I'm an ancient dragon. It's right there in my name.
I've been here since ancient times. I've spent most of it playing tic-tac-toe with myself. Where do you think all of these lines in this cave came from?
Somehow I still use the wrong sides. 'Tis a sad example.
So you should probably tell the airships not to shoot at the dragon.
Oh god. Oh god, that's gonna be funny as hell if it happens. Sup?
you like not shoot and shit?
Morgan's like, I'm never gonna hear the fucking end of this! I'm off to space! Space Dragon! Space Dragon Adventure.
Hey, Lucy,
You got some splaining to do.
I'm training to do. Joe Morgan, did you know that my father met this dragon before? I didn't, but you know, it checks.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
did not in the slightest surprise me. Morgan, you've literally had all the piss taken out of you today. Just take the fucking compliment. Douchebag. Okay, I also admire the solid brass balls on him to show up with flowers for the little sister. This is like a solid rock cliff. She's not probably buried here. She's probably buried in like a ditch somewhere.
There was nothing left.
Well, Christ, I made the burial really easy.
The Blade Lord. Lying piece of shit.
We did some real fucked up shit there. Is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to not.
Alright, look, it was a different time, certain words still flew. I'm not proud of the things I did. I'm not proud of the things I'm doing now, come to think of it.
There was a looming villain on the horizon. We needed a protagonist, so we just started burning everyone's house down. Till we found a hot-blooded angry youth.
This is probably a good place to cut since we're going into the next chapter.
Yeah, we'll get through the cutscene here, and then...
Yep. As it turns out, Cassius just bitch slapped him in the face and it was all done with. It's great for delivering perfectly legitimate cargo as fast as possible.
Fantasy Amazon.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know, Bobcat sounds like a good shipping thing. Like, yeah, we'll just ship it Bobcat.
Yeah.
Joshua breaking all the girls' hearts.
I was watching the whole thing. Also, you're an obnoxious little shithole. We live in two separate worlds. Her in the village of the leaf, and I in the village of sound. Until Boruto, when we forgive Orochimaru because fuck logical consequence. I fucking hate Boruto. I don't often hate a lot of media on principle. I fucking hate Boruto. Oh no, someone's playing the Samba Drum of Danger. Oh, there's Joshua. Oh, how fancy. Oh, you're too cool for school pose? Fuck off with that. Wait, hold on. You didn't even keep the goddamn gladiator headband. Sold it on fucking fantasy eBay. Alright. So, this is where we're gonna stop.
Yeah. Where the fuck did we get crew?
Copious amounts of gambling debts being called on. Alright. Anyway.
Okay.
So, thank you for joining us in Sound Goblin Gaming. Thank you for indulging us as we repeated the last stream, now with sound. Sound.
And more content.
Yes, and more content.
And slightly more content, yeah.
So, join us tomorrow when we'll be continuing with Sound Goblin Storytime and the second trial of Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. And join us on Tuesday for our continued fight against the monsters and aliens that plague humanity in EDF. Until then, I have been the Krampus.
I've been Stiv.
And I'm Vincent.
Alright, have a good one, y'all.
Bye.